Oh.
I used Beauty Blender. Oh my gosh. Hey friends, welcome back to another video. We are back with the Glow Up Diaries, a series where I am with you side by side, helping us glow up and elevate in every aspect of our lives for 2025. I'm your bestie alongside with you because I have so many things that I could work on in my life, better habits, decluttering, to help us become the next best version of ourselves in 2025. This is our first episode of our decluttering series, which is a subcategory to the Glow Up Life Reset Diaries. When you have so much decluttering to do, especially physically, it's really overwhelming and you just don't know where to start. Personally, I stood here for a hot minute just being so overwhelmed because my house right now, guys,
it's a mess.
And a huge part of it is because of me.
Your girl.
Because I swear all like the signs are there that I have ADHD. I've always struggled with organization, time management, time blindness. Like it's really been a huge struggle. So if you're not neurodivergent, then this is probably something that just is very simple concept for you.
But it's not for me.
We have so many different sections that we're going to declutter, guys. Decluttering is such a great way to not only start off the new year, but truly to enter the best next version of yourself. Your physical space plays a big role, and also how you feel mentally, right? When you walk into a room and it is so cluttered and messy, that is how my brain feels, okay? And then the stress of not being able to find something because the space is so messy, it does not make your life easier, truly. So don't ever let anyone lie to you that having a messy space is functional, because I seriously, as a messy person, it's not functional for me. This does not work. This does not make my life easier. This does not make my life progressive.
This is a serious problem.
So this is us, girls. Okay, we're gonna work on these habits. You're not the only one that struggles with decluttering. You're not the only one that struggles with letting things go. And you're not the only one that struggles with being organized, okay? I'm going to divide the different spaces in my home that need decluttering and reorganizing in different sections. And some sections may take more than a day. Today, we are in the bedroom. I'm going to be decluttering my dresser vanity area, more so like the top section, because the clothes in the drawers and stuff, that could be a whole video in of itself. I am seriously exposing myself by showing you guys what this area of my home looks like. I know, it's horrendous. When I see it on the camera, it really makes me realize how bad it is. When I see it in real life, because I see it all the time, your brain gets used to it. There has been multiple times that I have cleaned off and organized this section, and then my brain, right, just naturally resorts to just throw things there, throw things here. And before you know it, after a matter of days, it's back to how it originally looked, if not worse.
It's gotta go.
Okay, so if you've got a cluttered space, I chose to be humble enough to show you guys this is what my space looks like, okay? I am not your organized girl. We're entering our organized girl era. That is the girl that I want to be. So we are going to work on just building better habits. I'll share my tips and tricks with you guys on things that I've learned in order for me to maintain my healthy habits throughout this journey, because maintaining the healthy habits is what has always been hard for me. So I'm gonna go back to reading The Atomic Habits by James Clear. That book seriously changed my life. I haven't read it in like a couple years, so I'm going to make sure that I am rereading it as well and implementing these little daily actions in my life so that these healthy habits can be sustainable. And that is exactly what I'm going to work on. So you're not alone, babes. Let's go clean this up together. This is 1000% unacceptable. Like, I am so embarrassed to even be showing you guys this, but hey, we are in this for the long haul. We are here to make better habits. And so I want to show that you guys aren't alone. My life is not perfect. I am just also a regular human and experience the day-to-day life challenges where sometimes it results in messy environments. As you can see, this is an old dresser. We do not live in a new place. We do not have very much new furniture. A lot of this was passed down from family members. So over time, this dresser has kind of given out. We're saving up to get more stuff. But in the meantime, we really need to declutter our spaces before we upgrade things. That's missing a knob. These just have too much clothes that it won't close all the way. And it's horrible. I have so much products because, you know, I'm just a girl. There's so many products here that I don't use and that I could toss, and just things that are just so outdated that I just really do not need. Oh, and don't mind like these markings on the wall. So what happened was we had like a big mirror that was glued on here for years. This mirror just decided to completely fall on us, smashed onto the ground and shattered. The huge mess. So somehow the glue just decided to give up one day. So we just haven't replaced this mirror since. Again, we're gonna do a whole revamping this whole place. So it's a work in progress. progress. So this is my fragrance bin that has just been collecting dust because I literally don't use any of these anymore. I have this habit because it's something I grew up with.
I just hate waste.
I don't know. Part of me also feels like I want to put this up on Facebook for free. I've had these for like years. I just don't use this stuff anymore personally. It's my personal choice. I've just kind of grown to be a lot more mindful of what products I use, ingredients. I mean, I was a big fan of Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works, as you could see, but like I used to have a big collection in my childhood bedroom. The real ones know. They remember my display I had in my bedroom of all my body sprays. You guys grew up with immigrant parents, and I don't know if this is the case for everyone, but I've noticed that what's common with immigrant parents especially is because they didn't grow up with a lot, especially those that grew up in a third world country. My parents were born and raised in the Philippines. They did not grow up with a lot, especially my dad. He grew up very poor. Growing up in our house, it was very normal for my parents to hoard and keep a lot of things. And I think that's probably where I got that habit from, was to keep things because, oh, there's a sentimental value, or oh, I'm probably gonna use it one day. But in reality, it's been 15 years and you still haven't used it and it's still collecting dust in the closet. So I'm trying to break free from some of these habits that just aren't really serving us, especially that we live in a smaller apartment. It's also tender because, you know, they didn't grow up with a lot, so they just love to live in abundance and feel like maybe the more things that they have, just so grateful, I guess, for having more things. But in reality, we have to also look at the things that aren't really serving us, and if it's sat there for like 15 years, you probably don't really need it. I think I'll just put this up on Facebook or something. That is one good thing that I did from the last time I cleaned this up, was I put everything in bins. So at least it's not super chaotic. At least I can grab things from bins, and there's obviously some loose items, but for the most part, the bins are helping. This is all my hair care. I'm not tossing any of this away. However, I do have some empty bottles that are here. Like,
Why do I do this?
this is like lotion that's almost gone. Got my garbage bag to dump things because I know we're gonna be doing lots of dumping here. Dump that. I borrowed this from my cousin. I could just give this back to her. My charger. Like, why do I have so much random stuff here? At the point where I don't even have table space and I have to open a drawer just to have a surface to work on. Like,
This is crazy.
toss that, empty, toss that, empty. Oh my gosh, this is so Asian of me.
Tell me you're Asian without telling me you're Asian.
Our parents love to just salvage things to the very, very last drop. Even if it means adding water, right? So to your hand soap, oh, it's about to run low, just add some water. Lotion, just cut it open and use every scrape in there. No, I just zip-locked it back up so I could somehow keep it sanitary somehow, which I still don't think this really is, but I'm throwing this away. Is there even anything in this? This is my favorite hair growth serum from Modern Nature. As you can see, the transformation. Hop on it. Just a little bit. I don't want to waste that. Oh my gosh, shut up. This was my favorite scent from Pink. If you guys know, you know. Let me know if you liked this scent too. I don't even know if they still make this. This is so nostalgic. I feel like I'm in middle school again. One last sniff. Oh, it still smells so good. But she's gotta go. She's gotta go. There's only a little left, so. Another empty bottle. Good grief, girl. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set aside each bin and then we're gonna organize them after we've decluttered like all the loose stuff. Okay, we put up our hair for this because it's gonna be way more easier. I have enough hair care to last me the next decade, because good grief. I used Beauty Blender. Oh, girl, get it together. Something that I truly need to toss are my makeup brushes, okay? I don't wear makeup very often, but man, it's time to upgrade. It's time to go. So I'm not even gonna wait to buy a new one. Oh my gosh. Like, what is this thing with me with keeping the containers? I found so many empty containers here you would not even believe. This old display, but some of them broke. I think what I'm gonna do is actually turn this into like a skincare display and just remove these and just keep the bottom. Ooh, let's see, let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, got it taken care of. So a big thing too is like display and how things are organized in the home. Having like the spinny table display is really nice. Not only does it add like a nice touch, but it keeps things organized. So I want to put my daily products in here. You know, for example, people will put like their skincare, their perfume, whatever products, and then they just put it like on their bathroom counter or on their vanity and whatnot. This will be a great element for me staying organized. And when your space is cute and functional, you just want to keep it that way. So I'm gonna set this aside for later. This bin is at this point, I don't even know what. Most of it was supposed to be hair ties, headbands, scrunchies, clips, but it just became multiple things with some random jewelry. So this can be organized. This bin, again, kind of random jewelry and some hair accessories. Yeah. And this one again, same thing, hair accessories. Throw that away, throw that away, throw that away. Ooh. This is another like vanity organizer I've had for a long time with things in here that I literally do not use. I've kept a lot of like Korean skincare samples over the years, especially when I lived in Hawaii and I would shop at like Nature Republic. They're all going in the garbage. They're all going in the garbage. But we'll keep the organizer since we can organize it with the things that we actually do use. Okay, now that I've cleared off a good chunk of stuff and actually have seen like what I'm working with, then it helps me now to like clear off everything else. I didn't want to clear off everything all at once because like, let's be real, it's already messy in here. Having it more messy doesn't really work well for me. I know that works well for some people to just remove all of it and then go through it. I kind of need to go through it as I go. And then once I kind of get a feel that it's a little more cleared, I've thrown some things away, I have more of an idea of what's in this area, then now I can have a better mental space of, okay, now let me like clear off everything else and then reorganize. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh my gosh, this is my graduation cap. Guys, it's my 10-year high school reunion this year. Class of 2015. Comment below if you're class of 2015 as well. And if you're planning to go to your high school reunion, because I don't know if we'll go to ours. I say we're doing pretty good so far, guys. It is crazy how much stuff accumulates over time. This is why the little small things that build up over time matter. Whether it's a good or bad thing, it's gonna build up. I'm excited to just implement more smaller, micro, healthier habits each and every day to prevent a mess like this happening ever again. Oh my gosh, she's cleared off, guys. She's cleared off. Now we're just gonna wipe it down, go through some of these bins, throw any remaining things away, and then reorganize and make her look cuter. Okay, now that everything's cleared off and we've thrown away majority of everything, now I can go through each individual bin and go through anything there that I might not need as well. So now we're gonna go through the hair care bin and just organize that. Now I can actually see what product is what just by it standing up straight and not piled up against each other.
Gotta get this concept going in 2025.
Hair care bin is a different one, but these little bins are nice and cute for just daily organization. I got these from Amazon. I'll have the link in the description.
A few moments later.
Okay, she's all good and organized. I just spent like the last hour just doing all the little nitty-gritty stuff, and everything is all finally organized, wiped down, sanitized. We've thrown things away that we don't need. Look at this, look at this. I think we did pretty good, guys. I think we did pretty good. I can't believe all of this. Like, this is insane. This is not acceptable. Okay, we cannot let this happen again. So tossed out all the junk. I have a small pile of things I'm gonna donate. I know it does not look aesthetic with this wall here. Like, this is just not cute at all. The things are in the works. We're gonna rearrange things in our home too. So I think our bed might even end up on this side is what we're looking at. All of this is just gonna be revamped. Everything's organized. So let me show y'all a close up. Here is the hair care bin. So much more organized. Everything's standing up straight. I can see exactly which product is what. This is all my styling, leave-in, and treatment hair care products. I think I want to change out this this bin eventually because it's so ugly. It doesn't really match with the rest, but this is the biggest bin I have for now to keep this many products. Then moving over here, we actually did repurpose that little turntable organizer thing, so I just removed and threw away all broken shelves and just reused the bottom part, and now I have my own little turntable display of the products that I reach for on a daily. So I've got like my body oils, body butter, perfumes, deodorant, lip balm. Over here is all my current updated makeup. I threw away everything that was in here and replaced it with everything that's current. So I've got like my face products here, highlighter, concealers, blush, have my one BB cream I use, powder, bronzer up here. This drawer is all lip care products, lipsticks, lip liners, lip glosses. It's an extra pair of brand new lashes that I don't know if I'll ever use, but sometimes I'll wear them. And this is just an extra overflow of products that aren't opened yet. This is probably my favorite thing on this vanity. This is a little jewelry dish holder, and it has my initial K on it. I did get it from one of my dear friends, Tiare, from her wedding when she asked me to be a bridesmaid, and this was in my bridesmaid's gift. Again, I'm so unorganized, guys, that this was like lost for a hot minute with all my mess. So I'm thankful that I finally pulled it out and putting it to use because this will be really handy. This bin over here is just some extra toiletries, so I have lotion, sunscreen, body butters. Here's like my hair tools bin, so I have like my hair clips, scrunchies, hair ties, headbands. Even in this little corner here, I have a little box to put the bobby pins in because, you know, those are really easy to lose. Hair combs, my hairbrush. This bin, it's like not my favorite, but it'll do for now. It just kind of has extra like beauty tools in here. So this has my jade roller, gua sha, some press-on nails, my permanent jewelry cleaning kit. This one is just all of my hair rollers, and then these are some extra different hair rollers that I have as well. And then I actually organized my jewelry, guys. This is like a passed down timeless thing from my mom, so I think it's something I'll probably keep for a long time, but I actually put it to use. This used to be like an overflow of just like a bunch of extra jewelry that I never ever wear, or just earrings that don't have a pair. It was just a mess. So I threw out everything and only kept the ones that I actually wear. So over here, I don't wear a lot of rings other than my wedding ring. I do have some beach inspired rings, but aside from that, I wear a lot of earrings. As you can tell, I'm like a tropical girl, so I love my floral stuff. And then in here, I have some extra earrings that are more of like my timeless pieces, gold pieces. That's a big thing for me right now. And I even have a pair in here that my husband gave me when we were dating. And here's kind of an overflow. I have a ton of like big dangly earrings that I've gotten from friends. These ones are some extra pearls that I have that I think I'll still wear because they're pretty timeless, so I decided to keep that, as well as a bracelet. And here is just another overflow of some bigger, chunkier earrings, as well as like holiday earrings that are more seasonal. On the side of this jewelry case, necklaces, really ones that I've never worn because, again, I'm not huge on jewelry, but I'm really starting to this year. So I have a few more hanging over here, but I'm so happy about this, you guys, because I don't know why in my mind I never thought to actually use this jewelry holder for jewelry that I actually wear today, like not as a storage. So I'm really excited because I used to have a small box here and I would just dump all my jewelry in there, and then they would all just mix and get tangled. It was just such a hot mess. Yeah, y'all, that's what we all got over here. I can't wait for everything else to just look put together. I do want to put some like strip lights maybe around here because it'll just look way more presentable and clean, and then obviously this whole wall will go.
Yep, that's right. Your girl kept it up. Not a thing out of place.
And I like this because I can actually show you guys in daylight, so it looks a lot better than nighttime when it was dark and I just had my little light. So hair care bin, as you can see, is still holding up. I've added a few more products in here, I think, so that's why it's a little full. But other than that, everything is in here. And same thing with this display. Everything that was originally here is still here. Nothing that's out of place. Same with the makeup, same with the jewelry. This was originally actually in here, but I decided to just keep it out because this was starting to get a little more full again. I added more products in here. I didn't want to not see this. Sometimes I like to put my rings here even though it's mostly in here. This bin is kind of more of the messier one. However, it looks like this overflowed so much actually that this kind of overflowed into here. So there's a little mishap, but other than that, everything has stayed in its designated place. All of the jewelry is still
intact.
Usually, guys, I would just be putting stuff all over the place here. So like I said, you're gonna see the real raw moments of me trying to develop these better habits, struggling, but I also, again, I'm gonna share with you the things that I have learned and what has helped me. This is the longest I have been without messing up a space that I have decluttered. Like, I have actually successfully been able to maintain this space, and I have never been able to do that before. The thing that has really helped me, and I think this is an ADHD tip that I learned, is everything has a place. If something doesn't have a designated place, your brain is automatically going to feel clustered to where to place things. So anytime that I found myself placing something down here, or even when I caught my husband placing something down here, immediately my brain was like, no, like none of that goes here. So I would immediately have to pick it up or clean it up as soon as possible, because once you let one thing down here, you're gonna let 5 things, 10 things, 20 things, and that's how it piles up. So if you keep giving your things places, designated places, it really helps your brain to be like, no, this space is meant to be like this. It stays like this. And then now it's just been a really simple concept for my brain to keep up with, and I really don't have any desire to mess it up or want to place anything here. So, tip for you. Right, so that's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in on decluttering my vanity area with me. This has been episode 1 of Decluttering. Help us glow up into the best version of ourselves, contributing to our life reset in 2025. So if you have any spaces that is similar to mine, you're also very excited to get into decluttering, or you've already started, please do comment below so we can support you and cheer you on, because you are not alone in this. We are in this together, girl. We are just getting started. 2025 is not ready for us. And if you have any tips on decluttering, also please comment below so we can all learn from each other. I want this to be a very supportive and uplifting community for all of us who are trying to have a life reset, trying to have better habits. And again, if you have not subscribed already, make sure you do that so you can be a part of the fam where we are all glowing up in 2025. I'll see you in the next decluttering video. Bye!